This year, Madden NFL 11 takes online to a whole other level.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to JJ Center's online franchise highlight show, where we have the greatest online franchise that has ever been created by a human being for Madden 11. I want to welcome you to this show. I have the most wonderful thing. I rebuilt my man cave, and I had some awesome additions to it, and I wanted to show you it all. And remember, we also have our championship trophies to the winners of JJ Center 1 and JJ Center 2, Drew Brees and Ocho Cinco jerseys. Folks, this is where it all comes down to. Playoff time. It's time for the playoffs, folks. This is when the men become men, or the boys become men, or whatever. Heading towards manship, control, authority. No question, no worries, no joking. Look at me in the face, I'm not joking. This is when it matters. Folks, I need to get all my games played. I want like 3/4 of the games played done by Friday. Then we start freaking out on Saturday and Sunday, making sure we get our games played. Everybody counts, everything matters. Where the teams are, you're locked in, you can't adjust. I'm not inviting anybody else to JJ Center 1. We are coming down to the playoffs. Remember, play your game, friend request, and accept your friend request. That way you know when that person gets online, and get your game played immediately. Then go play Black Ops. Then go play your other stuff. So remember, the greatest franchise. I want to thank you so much for joining me. We have just a couple more weeks. We're going to be in the playoffs. We got like this week coming up. Then we have 2 more weeks after that. Then it's playoff time. I have for you the playoff picture, and I want to show you that playoff picture when I jump into what's going on here. But we have a playoff picture. There's people available. I am actually potentially going to be making the playoffs in my own franchise. Imagine that. So I'm getting excited. I know you must be getting excited. If you're getting excited, put down in the comment section you're excited. I'm excited, you're excited. Remember, everybody love everybody. If you start going out and destroying people and winning 50-0, I don't like you. If you win, what was Call Me Touch beat the computer like 100-60 with 1,000 passing yards. I do not care how you play the computer. You can play them whatever you want. If you have a CPU opponent, destroy them. Have fun with that. But if you play a user, enjoy life. Everybody love everybody. Thank you, Bruins Boy, for creating this wonderful logo. I'm going to put that logo up right there. Everybody love everybody. That's what I'm talking about. It's affecting your life. It's affecting my life, and it's going to move us in a good direction. I have good plans for us after this year. Next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm still working on some kinks and trying to figure out what we're going to do, but I do not want to stop you from being entertained. I want your entertainment cup to be filled up with a form of a thumbs up right now, and if you're still not entertained, watch the rest of this, and I'll see you at the end, and make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate y'all, and thank you for joining, and we'll get right into it. Here it is, folks. JJ Center's 1's playoff picture. We have the Red Album Moakling trying to hold on to the wild card spot. Dirty beat out Red Album to take the lead in the division. Jumping over the NFC, Howie, Z-Man, and Charlie Moore tied for a wild card spot. Who is going to take it in the last seconds here? Stephen the Beast trying to look for his first playoff berth. Mr. Bradley taking care of business by a good old 7-point win right here versus the Buccaneers. It ended up being pretty close. 3 TDs with Carnell Williams. What the Cadillac? Look at that. I'm pretty proud of my buddy over there with the Buccaneers. Looking pretty good over here with Moakling taking a win over NC Giff, solidifying his wild card spot for now on, but I'm hunting for it. Moakling, I want your playoff spot. I want to knock you out of the playoffs. Big Ben taking care of business. 3 touchdowns. Dishing it out to my man, Ward Mendenhall and Mike Wallace. And look at this. Cronker beating out Mr. USS Defiant 17-14. USS Defiant missed 2 kicks to lose the game versus Cronker as Cronker continues to solidify the East and the playoffs, man. That's pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of him. He's come across a lot of tough games. Everything's been pretty close. Only had a few blowouts, but Whale Ownage facing off against a new guy, Rams fan. Look at how many scores were in the fourth quarter. Holy smokes. But looking like he put Kyle Orton in to take care of business at throwing, and it's probably not a bad idea considering how bad sometimes Vic is with throwing. But he's looking really good over there, taking care, spreading the ball up pretty good. Our new guy did well, hitting Witten probably on some post route up the middle. That's usually where he's at. But here it is, the standings. 11-2. You got to witness me. Still has not lost. I'm very proud of him. Look at me, Rodman656, 5-8 right there. I won my game this week, and I'm fixing to win the next ones, and I'm gonna be 8-8, and I want to steal someone's playoff spot. I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna try and steal it from you. My pot's gone, looking to try and end up pretty good too. 5-8 also with Atlanta. Here are the power rankings. They have been adjusted for Stevie Wonder. Crunker lost to me, and Stevie didn't lose yet, and he told me, why am I still behind on the power rankings? I'm like, my bad, but Mo Kling is definitely grabbing the top spot there. And when you come into the playoffs, it really doesn't matter, with the power rankings, because I guess they do matter. They're still a lot of fun. But this was my game. I threw 3 touchdowns with Schwab versus Skyline King. Had to spread the ball out pretty good here. I found Gilliard and Andre Johnson. Those were all the clips at the beginning when I was talking to you in my television. Those were all my clips. And here's the closest game of the year. Dura Lover versus My Pot's Gone. Dura Lover grabbing the Saints 22-21. Fourth quarter, goes for it, goes for 2. That's something I would normally do. I love going for 2 at the end of the game instead of tying it, because you never know what you're going to get with the kickoff and stuff. And so, man, dude, look at that, man. He's taking care of business, spreading the ball out. Man, I like seeing that. I just keep on saying that. But Whale Ownage taking care of Sophie's crew. Look at that. Sophie's crew scoring 14 points in the fourth quarter, trying to regain that lead. Look at that, 4-point loss. Definitely helping out Whale Ownage, looking for a spot in the playoffs. Also, I believe he is going to be in the wild card hunt if he is not already. But he figured out how to use Vic and McCoy and doing really good with Deshaun Jackson. 4 rushing touchdowns, 206 yards rushing. I'm going to say Sophie's crew had a hard time figuring out the Wildcat or something. But, hey, look at that. He still threw 2 touchdowns to whatever, blah, 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 whoever that guy was. LaShawn McCoy, definitely leading in receptions. Probably a bunch of little halfback screens. Here is Akuno versus Holy Vigilante. Holy Vigilante, one of the few people that I love because he used Tebow. Look at that, 3 touchdowns with Tebow. Getting it done with whoever he can. 5 attempts, 48 yards rushing with Tebow also. When I got my jersey, Brett Favre jersey, could have got a Tebow one. Kind of wish I did. And Call Me Touch, knocking off Z-Man, 56-43. Reason why I put this there is because they both had extremely good records. It was a clash of the Titans, and it looks like they were duking it out. How the heck did Peyton Manning get a rushing touchdown? But look he threw a touchdown to everybody who had a reception, and almost, except for Reggie Wayne, Z-Man did too. It was definitely a slugfest between Peyton Manning and Phillip Rivers. Very good deal. Here's another really close game. Howie versus Seth, 14-6. Both of them messaged me when they were done saying it was one of the greatest games they've ever played, and they're so thankful for all that stuff, and I'm just thankful to them. I'm really thankful to Howie. He's going to be doing really good in our league. He looks like he's going to be making the playoffs in both of our leagues, so hopefully he can take care of business somewhere. And look at that, true to the game. 9-2, taking care of business. Z-Man took that loss, 8-3. Call Me Touch went forward to 9-2. Stephen the Beast, 9-2 with Cleveland, picking up that team halfway through the year, but he deserves it. He has played every single game in JJ Center 1 and JJ Center 2, and that's why I rewarded him with halfway through the season when they were 6-0. I gave him to him. He's made him 9-2, so I'm proud of him. I'm very thankful for him. I got my cuz taking over Seattle with Miley, and coming down the end here, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I love you all, and I'll see you right now. And yes, this is a Mickey hat. I got it from when I got married. It's a groom's hat. They call me JJ Lincoln. This show is over. But do not worry, because I will see you next Saturday, and you will be thankful.